Hello, morning. I'm Steve, Beats and Bombs on Discogs. So a lot of people have been asking me, how do I clean and prep my records for sale? So I just thought I'd do a video to show my process of receiving records and getting them ready to be sold on. So yes, I'm going to use an ultrasonic cleaner. That gets rid of 99% of all the dirt, the debris, and usually makes the sound a lot clearer, because it is like normally the dust in the grooves that causes the crackles. So that would eliminate that. And yeah, so I'm gonna show you how I prep my records for sale. So here I have a digital ultrasonic cleaner. Okay. So the water that I use. Okay, the water's in there. There's three main ways you can really do it. Okay, one is to go down like car dealers or car spare shop. Go there, buy deionized water. Okay, because you can't use tap water. So you go get there. You can get like a big drum, or you get little drums. Halfords, do it in Halfords. Get them from Halfords. They're usually about £2 for like 5 litres. Okay, so you can get that. Or you can go to an aquarium shop, a fish shop, and get the water, because they produce water that you put in certain fish tanks. It's all basically really highly filtered water. You can do that, but I keep fish myself, so I have my own filtration system. Okay, so it obviously comes out of a tap. It goes through a massive filtration system, and I store it, and then I use it. So I fill it up. I've got the heat. I set my heat to 40 degrees. Okay, I've got it set at 5 minutes, so that'll do. But if the record's really bad, like really mouldy or knackered, then I'll probably put it up to 10 to 15 minutes. But the collection I've got now is quite clean, so I'll just do it for 5 minutes. Okay, so that's the water. Okay, so the other stuff you want to put in it. Okay, let's put this down. The other stuff you really want to put in it is this stuff here. So bioethanol, which is I'll get this from B&Q. I got this morning, £8. So it's like some sort of petrol for fireplaces. So get rid of that. So really, the amount of water that's in there, about 5 litres. I want to put in about 250 millilitres of this. So that's that. So I'm going to whack this in there, shove it in there. And the other stuff you want to get, this isothol. It's a wetting agent. You get this online from various like photography places. Like online camera spares and photography stuff. Yeah, so but only this. What does it actually do? I don't know. But basically it's literally an egg cupful, so it's not a lot. So that'll last quite a long time. So just an egg cupful. There you go. That's all you need. Just a little bit of that. And then you leave it to you leave it to heat up. What you can do, you can run it. As soon as you run it, it is noisy. Basically, it just mixes it all up. You will need to get used to the noise. Imagine being a tattooist all day. It's the same noise. So what I've got here, I've got 2 crates here of 92 all 92 to 93 hardcore and jungle that I picked up last night. Okay, so I'm just going to go through it and I'll show you how I clean my records. Even though some of these are in really good condition, like there's an early Ram there, Sound Mash EP. So what I'm going to do is, let's put this down. Put it on there. So when you buy your kit or your ultrasonic cleaner, it comes with a like a motor, a drive. Okay, so and you get loads of these foam. Let me turn that off. No, this make that noise when I'm doing this. You get these foam discs separators. So what I do is you start with one to protect it. So there's one on there. Now, depending on the condition of the record, so I get the record out, give it a quick once over. If it's absolutely covered in dust, I'll just give it a gentle brush. But the thing is, the brushes you need to use is, I use like a really fine makeup, whatever brush, foundation brush is, because it's lovely and soft. When I first started doing it on my own collection, I used to use like an old, I wouldn't say an old, a paintbrush. It was new, obviously it's not used, but it was just a paintbrush that I'd go and get from B&Q or whatever. But when I looked at it, it sometimes left little lines where the brushes, the brushes are too hard. So this is lovely and soft. So yeah, just use a very faint, very light brush, and I'll just give it give it a blow. Okay, so this version I got takes 6. So let's get 6 out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So I do give every record. So once it's gone through the ultrasonic cleaner, it's nice and clean. Every record I have, no matter what condition it is when it comes to me, I give it a brand new sleeve, okay? They're all brand new because I like to have that comfort knowing there's not like a bit of grit or something like that in the existing sleeve. So when you've cleaned it and you're going to put it back in a dirty sleeve, what's the point in cleaning it? So I know these are all brand new and I know they're all nice and clean. So I'll get another one. Give it a little look. That's nice, lovely condition, that one. Again, lovely. Just make sure there's no scratches. Nice little sound mash there. So that one's got a bit of excess. So I'll just literally give it a gentle little rub. It's kind of like what you see on the old crime channels where they're trying to find the fingerprints. That's exactly what I'm doing. I'm literally just gently running it over just to get rid of the excess on there. Put that on there, okay? That's that. Okay, so we have our 6 records on the motor. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to move this. And you put in. Put your power cable in. Okay. So you just want to make sure that the water level is just below the label, which it is. It's just below the label there. Okay. Turn it on. So now it's spinning away. Right. 5 minutes. And it will slowly go through. And it's also a good way to stand here and check for any warps. You'll do one complete rotation, and if it has a really bad warp, you'd see it. And I'll separate that one and put it through my flattener. And they all look pretty good. No warps there. It's a bit messy, but eventually the bubbles will disappear. So it's only like that for the first couple of cleans I do. It's just the bubbles on the petrol I put in, the biphenol I put in. Right, so now that's done. That's now stopped. So what I like to do is I just turn it off, and I'll just let all the liquid run off, which I believe that's what the wetting agent helps do. It just helps it all just slide off, so you don't get any streaks on it. So I'll leave it in there for a minute or two, and then yeah, we'll pull them out. Okay, so now I've let it stand for a bit in the water, and it's all, so I'll get it out. Get all the drops in. Okay, so these are all nicely, freshly cleaned. So what I've got here is a drain, like what you get clean when you clean dishes and that, your plates. So yeah, just get it out, stack them up, put it in there. Normally they take about 20 minutes to like really be dry, but I've got really impatient, so I've got a fan, and basically I have a fan here behind the bar, #1 fan. So I put that on, and I'll smooth this over a little bit. Move that over. Move that over. So you just want to get the airflow through the fan, directly through the records, and that will dry them in no time at all. Okay, so they've dried now. Okay, but I don't know if you can see that with a light. It's that I'm a perfectionist. Okay, so you still got little oil marks from fingers. It's not quite shiny enough as I like it. Okay, so what I have here is basically a spray bottle with biphenol in it, lighter fluid, lighter fuel, and so what you need some of that, and a nice clean, I'll go through a lot of these, a microfiber towel. Cloths are not, well, you get microfiber cloths, but they're quite thin, yeah, so you need to get like a microfiber towel, which are really nice and thick and fluffy. So it's very important that it's a microfiber towel. Okay, So what I do is, let's get this. I'm going to change that. So what I do is give a little spray. Come on. There you go. And obviously making sure there's nothing on there, which is not, it's brand new. Just give it just a little go round. I'm already worried about the direction because I've got all the rubbish out. You know, I'm just literally lifting off all the oils. Okay, you know, you can go round the way of the grooves, that's fine, but if you're cleaning it with soap and not going through the ultrasonic cleaner, you'd go with the grooves. So now that is absolutely sparkling. That is a stunning, stunning record. I should have done it before and after, really. Give that side another go. You're basically just adding a nice shine to it. So that now is shiny. So okay, so we move on to the next stage. So that's that one done. So it gets a brand new sleeve. I prefer using the white sleeves. Maybe because I'm paranoid, because I don't think these give it hairlines. Okay, when you use the traditional card ones, I believe personally that sliding in and out of here, that edge, you do get hairlines. Okay, so and obviously that devalues it if it's got lots of hairlines. So I stick it in a brand new bag and we move over to the next stage. Right, okay, so we're at my desk now. You'll see there's a record. I have a nice bright light and I literally inspect it. So there's no, on this record, there's no deep scratches, there's no marks. All there is faint hairlines, and that's from using what I believe the black card sleeves. And it looks really nice, really nice record. Absolutely spotless. Now some people grade by using natural light, but I don't think you get a full reflection of the record, because you can hold a record up to a natural light and it'll look absolutely lovely. Yeah, but when you go and put it under an artificial light, you can see a lot more. You can see loads of marks that you won't pick up on natural light. So, and then what I'm going to do now is play test it. So this is what I use to play test my records. So I've got myself some Trackmasters. So if there is any issues, so basically what I'm doing, I'm listening out for pops and clicks. And that will determine how I'd grade the record. Give the stylus a little. So I'm just listening for any pops or clicks. obviously I'll listen to the whole record, but I'm not going to do that on the video. So yeah, so that's how I do my record. I'll be back in a sec. Okay, so I've listened to the record. It plays absolutely stunning. So how I grade my records, obviously the only time I'll ever mint a record is if I know it's still sealed. You shouldn't really mint a record unless you know you've had it from new and it's not been touched. But you can check, if you are buying a mint record, you can check around the spindle hole. And you normally, whenever someone puts a record on a turntable, you'll get a mark. So that's how you know it's mint. So unless I know, that it's not been touched since I've had it, then that's when I mint it. Near mint, obviously it's been played and it'll have no hairlines on it. So it'll be like a mirror, you know, shiny, no marks whatsoever. That's how I'd near mint it. Very good plus. Very good plus for me. I'm strict on my very good pluses. Obviously I listen to it, make sure it plays clear. With very good plus, you can have some hairlines. Some. I mean, if it's caked in hairlines, it's not VG plus. It can have a couple, well not a couple, but you know, a handful, just a few. Obviously not affecting play. So I'd VG plus that. If it's quite hairliney, but sounds clear, I'll still VG it, and I'll VG it and say it plays very good plus or it plays mint, because you can get records covered in hairlines. I've had records that look like, sort of like my kid's been throwing frisbee with it over the park. It's absolutely battered, and I'm like, put it in a bin. But I've actually cleaned it, played it, and it plays mint. So I'll put that it plays VG plus, because I think there should be, I know it's, well, I always get a lot of records that are in between very good plus and near mint. It's better than very good plus, but not quite near mint, and it's stunning. And that, so I put that on my Discogs. It's more near mint, but it's not quite near mint. VG, yes, I say VG. If VG's hairlines only, but plays clear, I'll put that on there. If it's got a little scratch and it clicks, then I'll good it. I'll put it down as good, and just put there how many clicks. I'll count. I'll sit in and I'll go, well, as it spins around, click 1, click 2, click 3. Put on there, that's 4 or 5 clicks, then clears. But if it's nice and clear, then I'll VG it and just say it's got 8 clicks. Yeah, so I think I'm quite strict, because I'm a collector myself. See all these behind me, you know, they're mine. I collect. So if I get a collection in, if I want it, I'll keep it. If I don't want it, I'll just go through this process. Like the one I've done now, the SLM on tone deaf. I want it, so it won't be going up for sale, and it'll go in my collection. And normally it goes in a plastic disco bag. So obviously you'll go in this white sleeve, but then I'll also put it in a plastic. For example, I'll put it in that. Yeah. So that's how I store my records. I don't collect anything unless it's VG plus or above. Anything less than that, not for me. Get rid of it. Yeah, so that's how I grade, and that's how I sell, and that's how I do getting your records if you wish to buy from me. So that's me on Discogs. I'll show you. Yeah, so that's me there. Beats and bombs. Okay, so yeah, hope you enjoyed my very first YouTube video. I'm just excited that I've got this another collection of jungle and that in hardcore. I mean, it's the wife ain't gonna be happy, because I think 60% of it I'll be keeping for myself. to go behind me, and that's the reason why I've bought. Well, this is the reason why I built this this studio, because I've taken over the house with records. So that's why I'm out here. Okay. Any questions? Feel free to reach out on Discogs or YouTube or whatever. All right.